Hi, everybody. Welcome. I just give everybody a few minutes to get in. Thank you for joining me. Coming in. Hello. Thank you for coming. You're all muted. Just so you know, you're muted during the webinar. And it is time to start. So it's 12:01. Welcome. I'm Laureen Zarba, Technology Training Manager. And I'm here to show you, these really are my favorite apps for our realtors. So I've been teaching them for a while and they're all free. I added the free part because I didn't put that out in the description. And it is Stratus Collab, and HomeSnap. Okay, these two are free apps for you. You might be familiar with them, but you want to get a little more information. The webinar is recorded, so you'll get a copy of that in case you missed anything, so not to worry. And you're all muted, so if you have questions, you can just put it into the chat. And I'll try to take a look at it. I have Ethan here that helps out with the webinar, so if you see something that maybe I missed, he will let me know, okay? So Stratus Collab, this is our Stratus app. Years ago, we did have a Stratus app and that we don't have anymore. This is a better app anyway. It is Stratus Collab, that's the name of the app, and you would log in like you do Stratus, before I forget to tell you that part. So you log in with your member number and your password like Stratus, so that's really great. So the Stratus Collab app I'm going to start with, it works with our one key MLS listings. So it's our area. So when we're out and about, now that the weather's getting really nice, these apps are so important to take with you. This way you can do your business on the road. You can find listings on a fly. You don't have to go back to your computer at home or at work to find the listings. So the difference is, like I said, Stratus Collab is our one key listings that you have access to and clients. So it's real-time data. It's created by the Stratus company. So it's all the same type of listings. Now, if you learn Collab on the desktop, it is very similar, which is really nice. So we have the desktop version of Collab that you can get right off the Stratus Info Center. Now, the second app is HomeSnap. So excited to show you that one. And some of you might have that app as well. Now, the MLS pays for the HomeSnap Pro version, so it's free for you to use. The HomeSnap Pro Plus, there is a cost. So I'll be showing you the free version. It's a nationwide search of listings and public records. So that app you can take with you when you travel around, especially this summer, the weather's going to be really nice. You take the HomeSnap app so that you can tap into all the other MLSs. And I'll show you how to work that. And I'll show you how to install it as well. So that's my PowerPoint. Let me just stop sharing for a second because I have to go back in a different way from my phone. So I'm looking, we have about 50 people so far. Welcome. Welcome to the webinar. So the first app I'm going to show you is the Stratus Collab app. So to share my screen so you can see my phone, click on this. Give me a second while you're all settling in here. Like if you missed that part before, this is recorded. So in case you miss anything or you want to share the recording with somebody, just show them. These really are the apps that you should be using. Give me a second to mirror my phone. Here it is. Okay, you should see my phone now. Ethan, if you can't see my phone, let me know. I'm pretty sure they can see the phone. So the first one, now, whether you have an iPhone or an Android, you're going to go to the App Store for the iPhone and the Google Play Store for the Android. And hopefully you know your iTunes account or your password to get in. So the app for the Stratus one is Stratus Collab, one word. Write it down, no space, Stratus Collab, and then you press search. When you're installing apps lately, you'll see that the first one is not the one we want. So go down, it's usually the second one. And there it is. It looks like this is the brand. So it's a blue square with a white C. I already have it installed. So it says open. It's really easy to install. You would log in, like I said, I usually leave it open, but you log in with your Stratus number, your member number, and your password. So I'm just going to open it. and show you this app. So this is your app to take with you, take your MLS on the road. So when you're out and about, you would use this. Now the navigation is down at the bottom. Okay. Now, if you don't know Collab, let me just tell you a little bit about Collab. Collab is our interactive client portal. It is one of my favorite programs I teach on the desktop, but the app is it's the same exact thing, just looks a little different. You can invite clients in, they can get their own account. You can text listings, and you can look up just about any property type, really easy to use. So the app takes you to this screen when you're here. So you'll see here, you have sales and then the tab for rentals. You also have commercial, okay? They added that in, I don't know, a few years ago now, and there's rental for commercial rentals and residential, see that tab here. So everything you need to search for is right here on this screen. At the top, there are 3 buttons. Filter, which is what I'm on now. The next one is list, so whatever listings come up, and then map. Now, if you know the Collab desktop version, it usually starts at the map. So this is just a slight difference. It starts on the filter. So the 3 buttons at the top, filter, list, map, really important for navigating. So if you're working with me on your app, check those out. This blue bar here is where you put your town, zip, address, school district, or MLS number when you're searching. However, you don't even have to put a location in when you're working on the Collab app or the Collab desktop, which I love. So if you're looking for something in a certain price range, you don't even have to put in a town, which I'll show you as we go. Now, the bottom part here for navigating, desktop has a sidebar navigation because we're on a small device like the phone, like this is my iPhone. They put it down at the bottom. So let's just walk through here. Here's your news feed. News feed in Collab just tells me what I've been working on, or if any of my clients that I invited in have been working on. So it just comes in here automatically. The next one is my search, which is the screen that I was just on. So if I wanted to put in, and even just a town, I'm looking for properties maybe in Bayshore. Now, this is just for our state. So this is not one that you're going to take with you when you're traveling to California or something, okay? This is one for our MLS that comes up. Now, I just put in Bayshore, single family, multifamily, and there's a count at the bottom that says 64. Now, the other criteria is price range, bedrooms, bathrooms, actives. There's also solds in here, new on the market, and additional filters where you have central air conditioning, close to train, things like that. The 64, I would go to the list just to look at them. The least expensive comes up on top, just like Stratus. And then if I want to see where they are, I go to the map, okay? If I want to sort this, which, I usually sort things, it's the up and down arrow, highest price to lowest price. So there's $1.8 million one here in Bayshore. I'm going to click on that listing, and let's just look at a listing together. Now, since we're in as agents, you're going to get the broker remarks as you go along. So here's the broker remarks. Now, your clients, if you text a listing, which you can text listings, very exciting, they will not see any broker information. Now, we're looking in as an agent here. You get all the details of the properties, the quick facts of the listings, interior features, exterior features, floor plan. Wow, look at the floor plan here. Broker information with your commissions, again, not to be seen by any of your clients. Nearby, though, it's kind of hidden, so you want to click on that in the app so that you can see, I love this part, each individual map. You get a bird's eye, which might take a few seconds to come up, and also, see my mouse, recent sales. So Collab and the Collab app will give you recent sales the closest to the property that we're looking at now. Usually it takes a minute to come up, so I kind of just show you the rest as I'm going. You get property history. Wow, a lot of property history for that one. Mortgage calculator, love this, great for buyers. It automatically puts in the current interest rate. Any of this, though, can be changed. You can put in if they're doing a different kind of down payment, and it will tell them the amount that they're going to pay. Okay, estimated amount. I think if I was a buyer, I'd love that. Contact information. When you text or send a listing, they only will see you. So that's what they're going to see. And at the bottom, directions, virtual tours, view in Stratus, neighborhood information, schools, schedule a showing, and then you have share on Facebook, Twitter, Twitter, and Pinterest. So let me go back up here. Let me see what happened to the picture. I was waiting for it to load up because I had to pick the most expensive one. Let me go back. See if another one will come up. This one. Pictures. So the pictures would be up here. Now the buttons at the top, let's look at this. If you favorite something, you click on that, it saves it for you for later. Same with thumbs down. I don't usually do that, but you can do that. You can call the agent right from here, since I'm on an app, or I can instant message them. So if I want to contact this agent to see when I can see I have a showing, I can contact her. And the crooked arrow on the right-hand corner, right up next to the phone, is where you're going to email and text the listing. So when you're out and about and somebody calls you up and says, I just passed a house and it's on the market, can you give me some detail? But meanwhile, I'm not in my office, I'm not at home. So you're going to use this app for that. So let's go back and clear this with the wrench. I'm going to do a new search. So my buyer, I'm going to call them clients, okay? Because the program calls them clients, so just clients, says to me, or calls me up and says, okay, just saw this house. I have an address here. I'm going to put it in 14 Ivy Street in Farmingdale. So I type it in. It's here. It comes up. Farmingdale. It's a condo. I've been looking for something like this. And then you search for it. Hold on 1 second. 14. Yeah, let's put this one in. Not the condo. 567 Fire Island. So I could see you using this for on the road phone calls. I just saw this in Zoom. Can you, here it is. Can you give me some information about the property? You know, I just saw a sign out there and I want to see the house, and what do you know, what's the information? And you could just put in the address. Here is the address. Here it is. It's coming up. And then text them the listing. So this is what we're going to do. Let's just jump right in. The crooked arrow is where we're going to go into text. And I'm going to text myself. Now the program is intuitive. It starts to know who your agent, your clients are. I'm just going to put Lorraine in here. And then sometimes the keyboard, see how it's in the way here, but if you keep scrolling down, you'll see the send button. So click on send and the message has been sent. Really easy. So addresses, MLS numbers, on or off the market, you can put them in and then you can text them out. So let me see if I got it. Okay, there it is. It comes from an 888 number. Okay, that's how they set it up. And it says Lorraine Zarba has shared this listing, 567 Fire Island Avenue, and they click on the link. Now, it wants them to install the app. We have the app, they can have the app, but they don't have to, they can just close that. So I don't know why my picture's not coming up there, but here it is. So here's the pictures, okay? You just scroll to the right and you can see all the photos. What they see is you. That's what I love about this program, is that you are the agent. They don't see the broker information. They see you. They see the listing information. They'll see a lot, but they don't see any broker information. They get the mortgage calculator, okay, which they can manipulate themselves. If they're not putting PMI in, it's automatic. I mean, they're not putting 20% in. Say they're putting 15% in, it automatically adds PMI, which I thought that was pretty cool, to the payment. See how it added the mortgage insurance here? and all they see is you at the end. So whenever you're communicating through this app, it's you that they see. So I want you to start texting yourself a listing as you go. Let me go back out. Let me go back to the app, and it's Stratus Collab. If you missed that at the beginning, it looks like this. And then I get the broker information, but they don't. So let me go back out. Now remember to clear your search. Both HomeSnap and the Stratus Collab app will have a filter. So if you, in this case, you're going to go to the wrench and you'll do a new search. So you could search just about anywhere. When you go to the map part here, and I don't know if you know this because the app that we haven't had it that long, is there is like a little arrow in the right-hand corner that will search where you're located. So make sure that your location services are on when you're using both these apps, so it knows where you are. So I live in Bellport, so this is my area here, so that I could see these listings that are over here. Or I could draw a shape. I only want those listings. And to see the listings is the 3 views on the top, which is here's my list, here's my map, and here's my filter. Okay. So when you see any of these, now the dots on the list here will open up the listing where you can maneuver more. Okay. So here the picture probably came up for this one because there's one little picture here. And then we can go back. Let's look at this one. The little arrows on the right, kind of scroll through. It's a nice presentation, isn't it? So let me continue on the bottom. So we have search. The next little button down here, can you see it? It's the clients. So the beauty of this is not only can you take this app on the road and get real-time data, okay, real-time listings. So there's no lag, you know, as long as they're updated by the listing agent, you should get the newest listings as you're going around the area, or you're working with a buyer, or you're just trying to get familiar with your own area. This is the clients. Now, whether or not you invite them on the desktop version or the app, they'll go to both. So Billy Buyer, you know, I'm not an agent, so Billy Buyer is my client. Billy Buyer, I added him on the desktop version, and again, that's on Stratus. You can get it off the info center. And he's also on the app. So whatever you do, interchanges is not separate, just so you know. If you want to invite somebody, you're out and about, you're conducting your business now from your car or a coffee shop or wherever you are, or you're walking, you can invite somebody this way. Let me show you. At the top, you click on new. So I have this really cool app. Well, I work on Zillow. Oh, that's great. But this is, you know, this is exclusive to my clients, and it's really, there's no advertisements in here, and it's connected to you. There's real-time listing data. So you just put their name in. Let me put in somebody just really quick and easy to write. Joe Miller. He says, wow, you know what? I really like this. This is a great idea. But now you need their you need their email. So I'm always putting my own email in here. Zarba. Of course, it wouldn't be your email though. At Gmail. Okay. You could do this right. Connect with them. This is going to be like a prospect match, and Stratus only blows prospect match away because you can automatically text them listings. You can put in their address information. If they want texting, make sure that you ask them and get their cell phone number. Okay, which just put in their cell phone number. You don't have to put the dashes in. Company information and anything else. And then you can invite them right there. I probably would do that if I had them next to me to make sure that they can log in correctly. Here's the invitation. And then you send them an invitation, and they will have access, or they will have to put a username and password in, not your Stratus login, and they will have access to this Collab app. However, again, I will emphasize that they don't get any broker information, okay? But they get a really cool thing. When I teach the class, I have a 2-hour class in this. I have them created themselves and log in so that we can see what it looks like. All right, so then it creates this folder, and the folder information is going down like this. So anytime we communicate, it would be logged in at the bottom here, documents, lists, searches. And I'll show you how to save a search for them. So I created Joe Miller. So now he's in there. Okay, Joe Miller, there he is when I need him. The beauty of inviting them in is that we can also instant message them. So the platform for communication is a lot more modern than Stratus is. So we don't have to just email. We can now text, and we can now instant message, which is what everybody wants to do. Now at the bottom, I went to clients. Let me go to chat next. Keep my eye on the clock here. So this is your instant messaging. So if there's a couple you're working with, you can instant message both of them, and you can turn your notifications on for the Stratus Collab app. And this way you'll get like a little notification that they're trying to contact you, just like the weather. I have that coming on, or News 12, it keeps coming on my phone. It'd be like the same thing as that. There's also a more here, ... So I'm really showing you around, and this kind of shows you everything. Almost looks like the desktop version. Your messages. So you have, this is where you can email from here. You can, that was my brother just trying to call me. You can, let me go back to the ... Documents. I love this part. I upload documents in here that I need when I'm on the road. For instance, I don't know, if you're a new agent, maybe you have a checklist that you go by. Maybe the buyer broker agreement, you want to have access to that. You can share any of these, or you can just keep them in here for yourself. Now, I upload all kinds of market reports and things like that. And you would probably would do this on my computer first, and then I'd have them on my app. Here's the exclusive buyer broker, stuff like that I put in here. It's just another layer of professionalism that you'll have access to. So that's that. Let me keep going down here. Any likes that you have are saved in here, and also your clients, any likes that they have. Settings is someplace you want to go, probably today, if you have never been in here before. And set this up. Hold on a second. Here, Laureen. Make sure that your cell phone number is coming up, your email is correct, and you really don't have to worry about your picture, because the picture from Stratus comes in here automatically. So if you text a listing, the picture should be there automatically. However, you can upload a new one. You don't like this one, you can upload a new one, and you can, or instead, upload your business card, which would probably be really very professional if you did that. But this is my card. Actually, that's an old picture, but you know, you guys, I'm telling everybody to keep their pictures updated, and mine isn't. The other thing you want to do down here is get your signature in. If you haven't done this already, this way, when you're communicating, inviting, texting, they have your contact information, right? So you should know by now how to put in your signatures. This is the contact information, your professional title, your company you work for, all of that. So that's in there, and make sure you save it. So I should probably look at the chats. I got a couple chats here. Will existing clients, prospects that are commonly entered into one key integrate into this? Yes. Yes, anybody, if you've been already invited, they'll be in here. Now, also, inactive people from Stratus are part of Collab. So they're not invited yet, but so if you add somebody, it's a really good question. If you add somebody in on the app or on the desktop, it goes into Stratus contacts, and vice versa. If you put somebody in the Stratus contacts, they will go into the app and also the desktop version. Where do we create the signature? I missed it. Okay, let me show you that again. At the bottom, you have, these are the navigation bars that are on the side when you're on the desktop. So the more one, okay? And then I clicked on profile. So more, actually, you see my little picture here, picture? So your name would be in here, you click on that. And that's your profile. And then you come in here and just make sure that everything is perfect. And the signature part was down here. See where it says signature? There's a bunch of tabs. When you're on a small device, they kind of push them all together. So here's your signature and then the save button. Do that first, then text somebody a list or text yourself a listing. All right, all right, we have a few more minutes. Did I miss anybody else's question here? There's one question. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. She's asking, this is Sean. Okay. So just to confirm, any existing client that gets our daily emails as prospects in MLS will automatically be in our collab app. Do we have to just invite them to the app so they can see it this way? Okay. If you didn't put them in context, they won't be in here. So let me look at the clients I have. Do you see the inactive people down at the bottom here? Inactive. They might be prospects. If they're not there, they don't know they're here. So like Ann Robinson, I can invite her. Okay, I can invite her. She's inactive. So if they're not in here, just invite them in. And I always get this question, well, what's the difference? What do you think I should use, prospect match or the collab? It depends on the client. I think it depends. If you have somebody that wants more technology, then you want to use collab. If they just want me to send them the listings, I would use prospect match. So I just created Joe Miller. One last thing I'm going to do with you. Joe Miller, I want to create an automatic texting of listings. Oh my goodness. So what we're going to do is do a search for him. Let's do something really simple. Let's go in here and search. And he wants to live in Babylon because he wants to be able to walk to the train and he wants to be able to walk to the village. And I spelt it wrong. Usually, see how it comes up? It's kind of intuitive this way. Oh, I didn't mention this too. I know it's really late, but when you're searching, town and school district come up in the same list. I love that part. Yeah, let's pick school district. So when you go to the map, oh, I didn't clear my search. So the wrench, new search, start again. Babylon. Okay. And when you go to the search, see how it kind of puts a border around it like that? So he's looking, and I'll just add a price. So he doesn't want to spend more. You know what? I got to keep up with these prices. Let's go high. He doesn't want to spend more, $750. Is that even high enough? That's pretty good. And you put the bedrooms, whatever, like a prospect match. To save it, you go to the wrench, and then you save the search. And I'm going to call it Joe Miller, Babylon. I'm not saving it for myself. I'm saving it for Joe Miller. Make sure you do that part. I remember people forgetting that. He wants automatic text. You can do this for yourself. You can create a search and have yourself get texted when anything new comes on the market. You can't beat that time because it's automatic. And then at the bottom here, I save the search. So as soon as he accepts the invitation, he will start getting listings from Babylon. When I go to Joe Miller's, if I click on the client folder down here and I click on Joe Miller and I go into his folder here, there is something for searches. I could see the searches in here. That's how you can get rid of it too. Because you know what? I don't want to live in Babylon. It's too expensive. I can just exit out so he doesn't get any more listings. Now, I'm going to stop with that for a second. In the Stratus Info Center, in the Support Center, okay, the light bulb in the corner, if you don't know where it is, you need to visit that. There is a recorded webinar on the Stratus Collab app. It's a 1 hour, like mine shortened because it's only half an hour. Take advantage of that. Also, I have a lot of webinars that are pre-recorded for you guys to take. All right, it is 12:30. Wow, I did pretty good. I have another one to show you, and that's my Home Snap. It's your Home Snap. It's another free app. Now, does anybody have a question before? You can put it in now before I continue. I think, did I miss anybody? Oh, Margaret, what is the username and password you use for the Stratus Collab? I love this part, is the same thing you use when you log into Stratus, okay? So you don't have to think of another one. So whatever your member number and member number is and password, just hopefully your browser doesn't, you got it, okay. Hopefully your browser doesn't save it for you and you don't know your password, okay? So you'll have to know it. Right, HomeSnap is a nationwide mobile app that brings your MLS data with you on the road. Okay, I just read that, but that's what it is. I've been teaching this a lot and I always learn something new with HomeSnap. So this is the app that you can take with you when you travel around, whether you're leaving the state. And not only that, so you have to identify your MLS and make sure that you go in as a real estate professional, or they put in real estate agent, and identify your MLS so that you have the extra stuff and don't go in as a consumer. I'll show you how to check to make sure you go in correctly. It's a little more involved than installing the, let me go to the App Store and show you. Okay, so I'm going to come up here and it's HomeSnap. So you go to your App Store, type in HomeSnap. Okay, it's the second one. This is what it looks like. It's free. There is an upgrade, HomeSnap Pro Plus, but we're not going into that. I'm showing you the free version. You're going to install it. This will take a little longer because you have to identify yourself as a real estate professional, and then I think you'll get a text to make sure that you are who you are. A few steps involved. You're going to love this app. I say that in all my classes. Absolutely love the Stratus Collab, but when I travel, this is the HomeSnap. This is what I use. Just love this. So this app doesn't just give you listings, it gives you public records, okay? It gives you a lot more. I don't think I always say it has everything you would possibly want in an app. So once it's installed, now look at the bottom when you install your app and make sure it says Pro Agents. You see that on the bottom, Pro Agents. If it doesn't say that, you're in as a consumer. That happens a lot. So make sure that you install it as a professional so you get all the good stuff. Put your location services on. It's going to ask you. Now, this takes you to the map. Now, over on the right is near me. So wherever I am, when I'm home, which I'm home today, I'm in the office, I am in Florida, I'm in Manhattan, I'm in Pennsylvania, wherever I am, I pulled this app out and hit near me. So what it does is shows you the houses that are for sale by me, you, okay, your phone. So that little circle, that beacon in the middle is where I'm at right now. So there's a house for sale right next to me here. These green balloons are for sale. The purple one here, if I click on it with my finger, is an open house. So there's a Saturday open house there. It also searches sold, pendings. You got pretty much everything in here. At the top, you have for sale, you have for rent, and all homes are public records, okay? I'm usually start at the bottom at the homes part, and I click on near me. So let's look at a listing. This guy right here, 650, is right around the block from me. This one just went on the market, and this is what a listing looks like. So you get the photos at the top. There's 10 photos. I'm not going to go. You can even get a street view. Commute. Look at this refrigerator. Every time I look at that, can I clean that refrigerator? Scroll down. Now, the first thing, and I want to show you there, I'm showing you the highlights today, is the safety timer. It is a highlight for this app, but you need to be within 2,000 feet of the house. So if you're traveling, say I'm showing a house in Hampton Bays, well, I live in Bellport, I'm not going to get the safety timer unless I pull up the listing when I'm close. You follow? So the safety timer, just a quick thing, but really important to keep you safe if you're showing properties by yourself or you feel like you're threatened in any way. You have this timer. The way you add contacts is you click on add and it takes you to your phone contacts. Okay, so it's attached to your phone. And I added my husband and my kids. So those are my kids there. And I added them through there. So they're always there. So I put it on 1 hour. So when I want to start the timer, see this, it's timing, it's clicking down now, an hour. I can actually hold the phone in my hand, and if I feel threatened or not safe or something, you can click on that red button and it will contact your people that you put into the safety timer of your exact location and that you are in distress. I forgot exactly what it is, but it is kind of alarming message, but it tells them exactly where you are. So really cool. They've had this for a long time. Since the Beverly Carter murder, they put this in, and now there are other apps that have it, but I think it's really, really important. So make sure you stop the timer because it really does work. Okay, I stopped it. So that's there, 2,000 feet near the property. All right, so let's take a look at this. This property has been on the market for 27 days. Sean Manning is the listing agent. Who's Sean Manning? I don't know. Let me click on him and find out more information about him. And it will give you his contact information, which I could contact him now by clicking on the phone, or I know I could get his deal flow. So I can see there are 6 listing sides and 3 buyer sides for him. Can you believe this? And all this other information down here about Sean Manning. Let me go back up here. I can be notified of price changes. I can send him a message if I want to. And here's the listing details. So you got a lot of property information. Confidential data is the pro part that you want. So this gold line here is that special extra things that we get that they paid for you. And compensation, so on and so forth. Listing details. Here's your schools. Not such great ratings over here. Property lines. You can walk property lines. Honestly, never did it. It will give you the square footage. There's videos on how to do all of this. It will activate in similar listings. So you get a lot, don't you? So let me go back out there, make sure I stay on track with this in here. Now the filter at the top here, important. So if I don't want all property types, maybe I'm only looking for houses. Maybe I'm looking for a condo in Fort Lauderdale. Maybe I'm looking for a co-op because I'm downsizing. Whatever it is, you even have commercial in here. I uncheck them all. Click on, I'm looking for just houses, and then see results. Okay. So this way I'm just getting houses all around, and I can kind of scoot. So a lot of open houses with this nice weather. You can see the purples here. Today's Wednesday. Are there open houses today? I can filter that if I need to. So if you are out with a buyer or you're just trying to look in an area, you can see what open houses are anywhere in the country because we're connected to the MLS. All right, so 3 ways to search. You can type a town up at the top. I have Cutchogue here. Let's just grab it. Okay, Cutchogue. Let me remove the outline. I'm searching for houses. I didn't put a price in, but I can put a price in the filter. Okay, there's price in here. Not going to do it. It takes too much time. I can see how do I see the listings? These circles on the right are really, really important. So list will show you what you're looking at. So I can see them. And they are in an order of most recent. This is not price order. It's most recent. There is in the filter, which took me a while to find, way down at the bottom of the filter, way down is sort. So if you want to sort it by price, let's go high to low and press apply, then I'm in price order. So visit the filter, but when you're using the filter, don't forget to reset it. Otherwise, if I start searching in Colorado now, I'm going to be in this filter. So this is how you do it. It's reset at the top. See this? Reset and apply. All right, so that's easy. The other way you can search is on the map. I can just kind of drag around, see what's happening. I can draw a circle. I only want houses in that circle. I did it with my finger and I clicked draw if you missed it. And then I could go to the list and just see the listings there. Any of these listings, I can star them to save. Now you're getting the short version. I would totally encourage you to take a class or webinars. HomeSnap is really, really great. I think there's a webinar coming up for free, of course, to teach you how to use this because it's so exciting. Also, layers here. Layer, let me remove this outline. I just read the screen. The schools will give you graduation caps. So that's a school there. I can click on that, Mattituck Junior Senior High School, see homes in the school zone. I can do that if they want to live in that zone. I could put a filter on because it looks like I have a ton of stuff. I can just push in like that. There's 55 listings there, and I can look at them in the list. You good so far? All right, I have 5 chats here. Let me see what you're saying. Oh my gosh, Sean, that's so funny. Hi, Sean. Sean is in the class. Oh. See, I pulled up your listing for you. Did I miss anything? That's my okay. And didn't say anything mean. Oh, that was a good thing, right? You never know. No, I don't say anything mean. The pictures maybe sometimes I'll say something, but that was really funny. All right, so the third way you can search in my favorite way. Okay, you ready? Let me close the chat. Let me clear this. I'm just going to go to the field. You know what I do? I just go near me. I don't know. I just kind of like that. Oh, let me show you something else down here. Hold on a second. The satellite view is you can see the borders, you know, the property borders. Are they on a corner? It's an irregular shaped property. See, that's my house down there. Or things like that you can do with this. Let me turn that off. So I go to layers and let me turn that off. Now you ready for the next one? Now this is what I do. You might have taken my class before, is the third way. It's the camera. See this camera here? It taps into your camera on your phone and you can take pictures of houses, properties, commercial, anything. If it's on the market, it's going to give me listing details. If it's not on the market, I'm going to get their public record. Okay. So here we go. I'm sitting in my house. So I'm going to put the camera on. I'm clicking it with my finger. Okay. And then I point to my neighbor's house. So hold on a second. Okay. There's his house. And then I click that blue button. And there it is. It's not on the market, so I got this guy's public record. So I took it through my screen, but is this amazing? You could scroll down and you could see the property history, what they bought it for. I could see the owner's information, and now they're giving you their emails. This is new. They never did that before. And phone numbers I found they were giving, how long they've been in the house, net equity, loan balance, rent out. It's just unbelievable. So if you want to find information about properties, you use the camera and snap a picture. They call it snapping. So you snap a picture and wow, okay, you can get their public record. You can find out what they paid for, who lives in the house, or you can find out the listing details if it's on the market. I think that's my favorite. I just love that. Especially the weather is so nice. So this app is really great for that. So that is no matter where you go. So if you're traveling and visiting family, friends, you start snapping pictures. Go out in front of your house and snap a picture, see what it says about it. So those are the 3 ways to search. Any questions on that? That's cool. It is cool. Amazing. Love this. Mira, if the recording will be emailed to you. I think that's what you're asking. Or if you're looking for the webinar recording, it's in the support center in Stratus, the light bulb. Make sure you visit that. All right, let's go somewhere else. Let's go out of state. So you can search out of state. And then I'm going to take it to public records next. I think I have one in here. Didn't I do Naples? Naples? I've never been there, but it looks really nice. I'm going to put in Naples, Florida. If I could spell it, Naples. So every Naples in the country comes up. Can you see that? Maine, New York, Illinois, Florida, Texas. Who knew? Okay. I'm looking in Florida, so I'm going to click on that one. And here's all the listings in Naples, but this is a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go to my filter and just say, I only want for sale. Now look at the statuses though. I can get under contract, which we call pending now, sold. I can get recently off the markets. I can just everything I need. For us though, we're going to do property type. I only want houses. And then make sure you press see results. Got rid of some of them. And then you go into the list to see them. All right, I think this one was my favorite one. Let's look at this one, $25 million. So, right, what do you think? Now, as I scroll down, look at this house. As I scroll down, it's easy to miss. See down here? You have a share button, so you can text this to somebody. You can text it to yourself too, if you want to do that, or you can save it. I'm going to save it. It's been on the market 1 day. Oh, I better make my offer fast. 25. So it's and look what they bought it for. I don't know. They probably renovated the whole entire thing. $1.4 million. Now it's 14. Oh, they wanted 14 million. Oh, they went 13.5. So then you get your listing details of that here. Let me go back up for a second. Use the arrows to go back and forth, or you can just slide pictures to the right. I'm using sliding to the left like that. Open houses. I mean, this one's an open house. And what are the taxes? So you're getting all the details of the property. Amazing. We good so far? Again, search anywhere in the country. But 2 more things. Usually I say 1 more thing, and it's always more than 1 more thing. Let me go back home because I just seem to, whenever I teach these programs, I like to go back home, my home base. So this is where I am right now. Is the rapid CMA. So we're out and about. This is not a comprehensive CMA like RPR, but you know what? It's pretty cool, I have to say. So you put an address in anywhere, okay? It could be anywhere in the country, a public record. Because let me just show you before I go into this. If I get really close in, and this is near me, see these blue dots? I don't know if you can see them. Those are public records. You have access to all these public records. So I go, you know what? I see this guy, 29 Brewster. Okay, well, let me see who owns this house over there. And I don't know. Oh, here's Anthony, Rice Realty, and the related people that come up. Okay, so the taxes, that information. I must have passed the homeowner. Least likely, not really where they get that from, least likely to sell, things like that. So I'm just going to put an address in. Let's see, what address did I want to use for this? The house in Syosset I use 100 Kathleen Drive. Syosset, here it is. All right, this house, you know, I have certain houses I follow. It's just unbelievable. The amount they went up. There's some in Hampton Bays too. So this one, it could be your house. Put your house address in, anybody's house address in. It doesn't have to be in New York, anywhere. Put the address in. It's off the market. It's going to be public records. So when you start scrolling down, now I don't see the safety timer because this is Syosset, right? I'm not 2,000 feet near the house, but you do have send a rapid CMA. So you click on that. It is 3 bedrooms. I know that. Again, not overly comprehensive, but it's a quick one. And I think it's pretty cool, I have to say. And what you do with this, can't put a style in, square footage, nothing. I'm going to pick 3 houses nearest this house that are for sale. And then I'm going to pick 3 houses that are sold or pending that are closest to this house. And it comes up with like a 50-page CMA. So you ready? So at the bottom, next step, click on that. Okay, this house is up for sale, 0.9 of a mile. I'm going to pick it. Now you might say, as you go, because I say some of them come up 5 miles away and we go, we can't use that. That's like a whole nother town, 2 towns maybe. When you think about it, they developed this app countrywide, right? So some places 5 miles is the next neighbor, but not for us here. So I kind of try to get as close to the subject property as I can. Look at this one on the bottom, 0.3. That's really close. It's the closest one. Let me get one closer. I need 3. This is a coming soon. I don't want that one yet. Let's pick this one. All right, next step. Sold. 290 yards away. Wow. Okay, that's a good one. Next door neighbor. Sold in July of last year, I guess. Okay, so we're getting that July. These solds are going back 6 year. Let me see what else. Here's another one really close, September. All right, next step. You can email to somebody. That's how it works. I'm not going to. I'm just going to create it. So you can just do this today. You get your app going, put an address in, scroll down on the listing, click on Rapid CMA, pick 3 of the closest that are for sale and 3 that are sold or pending, and then it develops this CMA. My picture comes up and I have to show you where you have to go to put that in. It's not like Collab, okay? You have to put the photo in. So here I am, it's like a drone picture of the house. And I know you can't see this, but you get an idea. Here's the subject property. Here are the listings that I picked. The blue one, I can't really zoom. Oh, I can zoom in. The blue one there is the subject property. So the reds are sold and the greens are on the market. And then you get side by sides like we always have with the CMA. And then you get these medium style reports that you can go. I don't want to make you dizzy, but this is 49 pages. Oops. But when I get to the bottom, finally, when I get to the bottom of the CMA, it'll be my picture with a price range. I did my house. It was a pretty interesting price range. They don't know the condition of the property, but you get an idea what's happening, especially you're educating yourself on the market in your area. I'm sorry, here I am finally. Here I am, and here's the price range down here. Now the share button comes up, so I'm going to text myself. Text Lorene. I'm texting myself. Okay, so now I just sent that to myself. So you look for your share button. So really cool. My favorite parts, the public records, the CMA, the safety timer, the camera, the fact that you can search public records and listings anywhere in the country. It's just unbelievable. Now, I do have a couple of minutes and then I'm going to answer some questions. Let me look at what you're saying right now. Hold on a second in my chat. I'm getting a lot of wows. Wows are good. We love wows. Yes, Sean, you'll be able to watch the recording. Oh, it looks like Ethan's on top of this. He already put the recording in the chat, so you guys got this. I know this app is amazing. And I just have to wow you one more time before you go. It is something they've added in. Now, again, this is all free. Now, I don't know that much about the HomeSnap Pro Plus. I think there's a certain few $100s a year for that, but apparently it gives you more Google presence. Talk to a broker or an agent that has it so they can help you with that more than I can. I know you got a lot already, but I give you a lot to start with. But at the top, you have for sale, for rent, all homes. This is what's new, all homes. You get these heat maps at the bottom. See this? I couldn't believe when I saw this. Now, most likely to sell. I'm not really sure where they're going by with this. They have all kinds of algorithms and things like that, but well, I'm more interested. See, distressed property has the plus, so you have to pay extra for that. We're not looking at that. But how about ownership time, cash buyers? So 20 years, that's what I want anybody who might be interested in selling their house because they've been in their house for 20 years, like me, over 20 years. See these purple houses? All of those houses, they've been in their house over 20 years. So I can click on one of them. This person owns their house 21.1 years. I can open it up and so it could be a cool prospecting tool for you in your area as well, right? You can see it says least likely to sell, but I'm not going by that. You never know. You might do a little CMA. So I can click on this. I could scroll down. I could do a CMA. You know what? Let's see what the house is valued at and so on. These are called heat maps. Now to get help with this, because I know I got you all excited, but you want more, is you either go to the homesnap.com website, or if you do have the app, go to agents and scroll down, and in here you have HomeSnap Pro University. They have a bunch of videos. That's how I learned it. Honestly, I'm always in there. They're great for that. You can take these videos on webinars on how to work this thing. Also, when you're in here, go to me. And in here, there's a gear. So you're going to make sure your contact information is up to date. So you want that, just like every program. And you can also invite people in here, clients. I don't have many people. Look, I have like 3 people in here. But for you guys, you can invite them just like Collab does, and they cannot be invited by anybody else. They will not see any broker information at all. I don't think they can snap pictures, but they can take the app with them to see what's on the market and so on. So that's another interesting thing. All right, we have 3 minutes, and I want you, any questions that you might have? Let me stop sharing my screen. And so I can see the Q&A. There's a Q&A in here. What app do you recommend that has the option for fillable forms like agency disclosure? We would like to use an iPad or open house. That would be Transaction Desk. Okay, but if you have an Android, they don't have an app for that. Don't ask me. I asked them why. That is our Instinet program. So that's Transaction Desk. That's a free app for you guys to use too on there. There might be a webinar on that. Anybody else? Questions? Tanya. Is that Tanya? No, I think I just answered you. All right. All right, I'm going to conclude with that. Thank you so much for joining us for the webinar on Stratus Collab and on HomeSnap app. I hope you all go out there and get these apps today and use them all weekend, okay? Because you know, the weather's nice and we want to get out there, but we still want to have our business with us, and you can have it all right on your phone. Okay? Thanks everybody. Have a great summer. I shall see you soon. Take some of my classes. Have a good day.